Alright, interruption's over. Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Who cares? Sorry. It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. Great. I'm being guilt-tripped into it. How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? I don't even know what the hell that is. Rich man, poor man. So, Bernie Sanders versus Trump? Other way around, Trump versus Bernie Sanders. Paper football. Yeah, it's a game they play in America. They do? You make a paper triangle.
Play paper football?
No?
You take a slip of paper, you fold it into a very tight triangle, and you flip it into somebody's goal fingers.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's paper football.
Alright, I think I might have seen that in a show once. You make a paper triangle. Oh, they just fucking explained it.
Oh. I didn't see that.
Anyway, isn't it cool? Yeah, totally. I like how they explained it. I didn't even fucking notice. It's the ultimate form of competition.
So.
Between two people. Competition. I thought we didn't want competition. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children. Shi-chan, wahaha. That means it's a game that really separates from the boys from the men?
That's not accurate.
That's not accurate. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means that you're probably surprisingly good at it. God damn it, my mom's home now. Worst time for interruptions. Ha ha ha, yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempt to get me into student council, but I'm a little curious about what student council will endure. I've never been on one before, or even know anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Kind of is very strongly. Okay, Hee-chan, how about Risk? The game of world domination. I never played Risk. I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be... What?! Where'd he get that impression?
Oh, because she's so stern.
If you want to play, we could play after school. Really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, Hee-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if we want to, Hee-chan and Shi-chan sitting in a tree. You can't talk? Oh, well.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun of people who can't speak. It actually kind of sucks.
No, it's honestly, it could be a good thing to take it into a light like that. Just like there's this one character later on that I think tastes a lot like bacon. But we'll get into that later.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan. Wait, why there? 7 minutes in heaven. Because that's where we keep the game. Wahahaha. Grimace, the hamburger guy, should tell them how much I do not like this.
Actual word. It's like a certain type of frown.
Okay. So in the end, I agree. Yes, so does your animal. But
Yeah,
only after
guinea pig.
your guinea pig. Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. She was looking at me. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. Why'd you go on Facecam?
It was an accident.
You got, well, what am I talking about? You're already on Facecam. But no, he went on Facecam on Skype. See, look, you're live. I could see you making that face when you laugh. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me. You look a lot like my friend Donald. You two would get alike. Get along. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break in it for it in the past that they're on the ground. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. Cell 119. Wahaha, what's wrong, Hee-chan? That's right, we're going to play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems really sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play a game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Am I a masochist? Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Okay. That wasn't the first thing that came to my mind. Maybe I'm not thinking in the gutter. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me feel... Wait, so they're the one on top? Damn it.
Sometimes you just gotta accept it.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take it from behind, man. So true, Hee-chan. Yes, it is true. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Starburst? Life is threatened. Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. My god. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's very plain. Sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. Why you assume? There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked on to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Musical chairs. Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer, just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with school records and documents. Not much else, in fact. Nothing else. This is a pretty black room. They could...
This room makes me want to drink black.
They could at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most noticeable thing is that the room doesn't have any other people. Are we early? No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? This is it. They're the only 2 in student council. That's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. We playing patty cake? Hee-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it onto the table. And actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long looking like her... Oh, okay, I thought that was the bass guitar.
Oh, that was a very basic car.
Running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off on me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from 2 fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. How many licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? One. Just one.
All the licks.
Shi-chan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move. And I'm also taking too long to read shit. Shi-chan also says that you will keep Australia if you agree to join student council. Anything to get me to join. I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Whoa! Friends with benefits? Just the fact that we would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. Shi-chan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Ha ha ha. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more monogamous. Magnanimous? Yeah, for once I didn't have to fucking spell it out. She doesn't seem to know. Oh, it's magnanimous? Magnanimous. Dab nabbit. Dag nabbit. Bobby. Something. What? She doesn't seem to know the word, or means, and how it's signed. She pulls out a piece of paper and writes for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. You think it's a piece of paper? Circle yes or no. Think he's a piece of shit? If he doesn't join student council, yes and yes. Misha presses her index finger against her temples, as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated single. Ah, wait, please slow down, Shi-chan. He-chan, Shi-chan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay.
Okay.
Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief. Oh, finally, a fucking choice. She says you have no choice if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. She has a point. Attack aggressively. It's a trap. It's harder to play defensively here.
What do you do?
She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. She is lying to me because she wants me to get into student council, so attack aggressively. She's either really mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose, though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can regroup the advantage. Shizune seems to focus on conquering whole nations, so maybe I can sacrifice my hold on continents to gain more small countries? It's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously, and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. I win, yay! There's no need to translate that, it was pretty clear. Crying in the corner. Fuck you. Wow, don't look so sad, Hee-chan. You were really giving it your best, that's what I thought. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough. Oh my god. I know it wasn't meant like that, but that's a terrible quote.
Jerks.
If anyone knows that, it's me. You did very well for someone who just learned how to play today. Just stop trying to make me feel better.
Loud cars driving by.
I didn't hear it.
He-chan.
Oh. You attacked Iceland and North America at the same time. That's very daring. Shi-chan is impressed. The mark of great people is that they are daring and they can follow through. You're already halfway there. Isn't that great?
You're daring, but you're so stupid it doesn't work.
Pretty much. That isn't enough, though. Just potential isn't enough. There's no point to potential if you don't take the first step. And there's no point to that if you don't keep going. I want to see more. Take them off. What? You're right, Shi-chan, but that's so demanding. Whoa! Shizune leans forward, suddenly looking a lot less playful and more like the serious person I expected her to be from the start. Hee-chan, would you like to join student council? She really doesn't waste any time, does she? But It's only my second day of school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet. Spending time with Shizune and Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I still need more time to think about it. Maybe. I'll get back to you. That's a no. That's an indefinite no. Okay, Hee-chan, but I hope you're not just saying that so we don't feel bad. No, really. Really? Yeah, really. Then you said yes. Wait, no, not that really. Hee-chan, if you're going to say that, you're saying that it is definitely the truth and there can't be any mistaking it. I know. I guess I should have my revenge for losing at the very least. What kind of face is that? It's colon 3. It's a kitty face. Shizune smiles at that in a mischievous way that feels like twisting the knife in the wound of my loss. Aww. I take a Jesus. I take a glass of Jesus. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far long playing Risk than I expected. If this is what every day is like at student council, I'm in. Sorry, I just playing games all day? Fuck. I mean, fuck. Could happen. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. Where? It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shi-chan. Think the library's open? It's on the second floor. We can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. What the fuck was that? There was no need for that extra scene. One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy. Oh, so this isn't the... Yeah, that isn't Copper Cab. That's just some boy or girl. I can't even tell the gender. Wide, of course, and plain like only hallways can be. What are we talking about, the fat kid? The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with the signs stating which class they belong to, but then there is a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and chose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly... open, and while the other one is not quite that, it's good enough. Invitingly. I swear to God. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. Aqua's just like, wow.
You're so good at this, Kody.
The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken. Again, Taylor. From my mind, so much so I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. At least say excuse me. Oh, that was the game. The door slow creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though. I thought that was your mic.
No, well, I do sit in a squeaky chair, but no.
Leaning over and poking my head further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. How are you? Oh, hey.
Hey.
It's the girl that reminds me of Fluttershy.
Yeah.
Just by the facial expression, though. This is not what and the blonde hair. This is not what I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room, aka looking at the girl.
Yeah, basically.
The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl. Wait, they stole my voice? Well, at least give it to Shizune. She could
So
use
she
it.
can speak.
Yeah. I mean, she deserves it more than I do, probably, anyway. Evidently, having taken her time...
She just can't hear.
Yeah, but okay, take my hearing then too. Situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Hello there, may I help you? Oh. Oh, I know you guys can't see it, but some guy named TV Screen Ass Nigga is calling me. I gotta go on D&D on Skype.
I thought that was me for a second. I was like, who the hell?
Nah, that's literally his name on Skype. I don't even know who that is, but I'm going on D&D.
Alright.
TV Screen Ass Nigga. Great, great, great name. I love the internet.
So,
Stare.
so, original. There you go.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Staring directly in front of herself. Let me make sure the audio is alright now because sometimes when Skype calls it fucks with the audio. Alright, we're good. And I skipped it. Staring directly in front of her, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself.
Yeah.
Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on. Oh man, I'm 5'4", so how fucking tall is she? But even
Probably around 6 foot, from what I remember.
among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding. This is Katawa Shoujo. Katawa
Katawa
Shoujo.
Shoujo.
Katawa Shoujo. What is this? Part 4? I finally got the name right. Um.
You still don't have it down.
Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Also, yeah. Hi, Anna. Welcome to the stream. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully. Nope. Care to take a seat? Unexpected considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her. The girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. What the hell's a saucer?
It's the little
Golden
plate that the
saucer?
teacup sit on.
Huh. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Damn. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese? As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Right?
Yeah, you got it. It's Yamaku.
Yes. Yes, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting, yes.
Accentuated.
That was close.
Yes, you were. You were basically right.
One which I hastened to match before realizing the futility
There you go. Futility.
of the action. Fatality. I'm Lilly Sato. Pleased to meet you. What? Did I pronounce Sato right or wrong?
I think it's funny how hard you're trying. It's cute.
What is it? Is it Sato?
Go back to it. Let me look at it. Lilly Sato. Yeah, you pretty much got it right.
Lilly Sato.
Lilly Sato. That might even be wrong. I don't know.
Hasanakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Hello, guy who speaks with. Hold up, wait. Text. Kody. That is Tootin, aka Trevor, aka the guy who was on the Zelda Ocarina of Time stream earlier.
Oh yeah, Kody versus Willie on YouTube.
That too. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep Fuck!
Keep step.
With her formality in the proceedings, she gives a kind nod. Oh my, why did I want to say kind? A kind nod. Taking, yes, I'm going to kindle at the bonfire. This is Dark Souls 3. Taking the request in stride. Jesus.
Break.
Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problems working together to communicate with me, and Lilly herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the officer, offerer. You're going downtown, Sonny. Preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance or something. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this class is visited after school. The school library. Shizune and me wants to befriend you. Some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup, indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakalugi as far as Hakabichi. Are you sure it's not Hakalugi?
I'm fairly certain.
As are both students, to be with this means you're in class 3-3, right? That's right, in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before settling. See, at least she laughs naturally and not just every other fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, by the way, Cody, did you get my message on Skype? I think so. I'll respond after the stream. I want to focus on the game for right now, if that's okay, Anna. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking, okay, towards the table, teacup and saucer in mind. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. As she sits down, please fucking comb your hair. As she said, I told it to Tootin before stream, but whenever I see someone's hair sticking up, that's one of my pet peeves. I just want to be like a soccer mom and just like, come on, fucking put your hair down.
That's you, by the way. That's Hisao.
Well, yeah, then I want to do that to myself.
The blind girl has better hair than you, then.
As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and I have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Satao. It's really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. These are not the droids you're looking for. Lilly, please, there's no need to be formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. Where's the bread? I like bread. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. 3-2, which is on the third floor. Same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and it is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I'm there. I see. Well, at least in the gaming aspect. Sorry. Maybe the reading aspect as well. I feel like slapping myself for the fox paws. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it.
It's
My.
paw, but like anybody could make that mistake.
Yeah?
Yeah?
In the middle of recording? Yeah, what's up? What's up? About what?
Yeah, what?
The funeral is
Oh?
Tuesday,
Yes?
and you guys
Maybe.
Pallbearers.
Wait.
I have to rent you suits.
I have to wear a suit?
And you're gonna
Yeah,
have to be
suit.
a pallbearer with Brian.
A pallbearer? The hell's a pallbearer?
I don't even know.
Pallbearer.
I don't know what that is either.
You lift up the
Yeah.
casket
The
and walk
hell?
into the gravesite. Along with
Is it heavy?
It's very heavy.
Brian, you know what Cody's first words were? Is it heavy? I told Brian on the way here, I go, I bet you the first thing Cody's gonna say is, I can't lift a casket. I'm not strong enough.
She's not wrong.
Cody, Grandma was a tiny woman, and there's 6 pallbearers, 3 on each side. So you'll be lifting 1/6 of a casket. I think you can handle it.
Yeah. Oh, I know what she's talking about. Yeah, you can do that, Cody. Don't worry about it. You're sharing the weight with 5 other people.
No, we're gonna make you lift a casket all by yourself, Cody. But that means I gotta rent you guys suits and shoes.
Okay.
Alright.
It's not funny.
I think you're so cute. Yes, it is funny. So we have to go to the wake on Monday and the funeral on Tuesday.
Okay.
The wake, I don't know if you remember, is just going in there and looking at her.
Okay.
Laying there. And Tuesday is when we actually go to the funeral itself.
Okay.
Outside.
Alright.
Yes. And you've got to lift it, whether you like it or not. So we'll go Saturday and pick you guys out a suit, okay?
Okay.
And I have to get you a shirt for Monday. A nice shirt. Because you already got good pants. Remember your interview?
Yeah, the one I failed.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you can't wear
yeah,
the
you got good
sweater 'cause
pants.
it's too hot for a sweater. So we got to get you a nice shirt to go with those pants.
You
And
have to take them off later in this game.
so we got to go shopping Saturday.
Okay.
And Sunday we're going out to Grandma's for Mother's Day.
Okay.
So Mother's Day, all right, Saturday, shopping. Sunday, Mother's Day at Grandma's. Monday, the wake. And Tuesday, the funeral.
Thank
Just let
you.
me know ahead of time. Huh?
Can you also tell me your life story, please?
No, I'm just going to make you some hot dogs.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. That's cool.
Coconut said Cody in a suit, Craigasm.
Yeah, so, yeah, that casket's pretty heavy. I mean, you're only sharing 1/6 of it. That's a lot.
Thanks, Tootin.
By the way, the thing I was trying to say before she so rudely interrupted me, that word that you mispronounced is called foie pas. You said fox pass. It's honestly very commonly mispronounced, foie pas.
Okay.
So I don't fault you for that one. I expect anybody to mispronounce it. Foie pas. It's like French or something.
Alright. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions, a category which I should probably end the part.